Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Yosemite in the fall, one of the best times to visit. Fall brings cooler weather, fewer crowds, and incredible colors to the park. So if you're planning a trip in the fall, stick around. We're going to cover best hikes, best photo spots, tips for getting around, and much more. Let's jump in. And my name is Olena. I'm with Astronomical Tours, and as a local, I'm happy to share all the tips and tricks you need to know to make the most of your stay here. So why visit Yosemite in the fall? Yosemite in the fall is something special. The trees and meadows light up with bright yellows, oranges, and reds. It's like walking through a painting. And you know what's the best part? The summer crowds are gone. You can explore places like Yosemite Valley without feeling rushed or crowded. And the weather is perfect too. Mornings are crisp, afternoons are mild, and it's just right for hiking and taking photos. Oh, speaking of photos, the soft autumn light and all those colors make for some of the best pictures you'll ever take. Fall is also great for spotting wildlife. Deer, black bears, and other animals are out and about, getting ready for the winter. The whole park feels calm and peaceful this time of year. It's the perfect chance to really enjoy nature. And here's a bonus for you. Hotels and campgrounds are usually much cheaper in the fall. So, not only it's easier to get a reservation, but it's also easier on your wallet. Well, the only thing, if you're looking for gushing waterfalls in the fall, probably that's not going to happen. I'm here right now, and the wall behind me is the Yosemite Falls, and it's just a trickle. So it's still there, but of course it doesn't have that wow effect, the one you have in the spring. So when is the best time to see the fall colors in the park? Well, in September and even in October, it's still pretty warm, so you won't really see fall colors until late October or so. This year, the leaves didn't turn yellow until early November actually, because it was a very dry fall. I visited on November 17th, and it was perfect. I'd recommend checking the Yosemite webcams on Yosemite website to make sure your timing's just right. I will leave the link for you in the description below. So you may be wondering how you can actually get from San Francisco to Yosemite National Park. Well, you have a couple options. First, obviously, you can drive here. I just highly recommend to check if the park requires a reservation to enter the park. Usually those are required through the summer and first half of the fall. Also, you can take public transportation, not the easiest route because you have to take the train called Amtrak, and then you have to transfer to a bus called Yards. So it takes quite a while and a bit of planning. Or you can take a bus tour from San Francisco to Yosemite that departs every day, and you can actually do it with Astronomical Tours. Once you're in Yosemite Valley, getting around is pretty simple. There is a free shuttle that runs between the main spots. It's a great option for hopping from trailhead to trailhead without worrying about parking. But note, in fall, shuttles may run on a limited schedule, so please check the latest information on Yosemite's website. You can also travel outside of the park by bus that's called Yards, and this one is not free, and the fees are distance-based. And if you're driving, remember that some roads start to close later in the fall, especially Tioga Pass and Glacier Point Road. I will leave a link in the description below where you can check current road conditions. Now let's talk about best hikes. Since some roads close in the fall, most of the hiking action happens in Yosemite Valley. Some of my favorite hikes are Mirror Lake Trail, Lower Yosemite Fall Trail, Columbia Rock, and also Cook's Meadow Trail. Check them out. Oh, and let me share the best photo spots with you. I want to show you my favorite view in the whole park. It's called Tunnel View, and it's that iconic postcard view of Yosemite National Park. Isn't this beautiful? You can see El Capitan over here, Half Dome all the way at the back, and there's the Bridal Veil Fall. Gorgeous, isn't it? Cook's Meadow is another great spot to capture Half Dome with fall colors in the foreground. Late afternoon light here is so beautiful. I am at another very cool spot in Yosemite Valley right now. I'm in El Capitan Meadow, and actually over here is the biggest granite monolith on Earth, and it's called El Capitan. It's very popular among climbers, and right now I was able to spot 4 climbers. Swinging Bridge is fantastic for catching reflections of Yosemite Falls and Merced River. And it's even better when fall leaves are floating in the water. This is my favorite spot, you guys. It's called the Valley View. As you're exiting Yosemite Valley, this is the last chance to see El Capitan behind me, the Bridal Veil Fall, and the whole Merced River. So in the fall, as the temperatures drop, I highly recommend bringing a couple essential things with you. Definitely a long sleeve shirt, some fleeces, waterproof jacket. You need a warm hat and comfortable hiking boots. Sunglasses and sunscreen are still a must because, again, the sun gets pretty intense here in the mountains. I highly recommend bringing some snacks, dry fruit, nuts, always a good idea. But remember, the park has a leave no trace policy, so please travel sustainably and don't leave any trash behind. And if you're planning to stay overnight, so you may have some dark hours here in the park, always bring a flashlight, that's a good idea. Oh, and don't forget to bring your water bottle. This is such a beautiful place to be, you guys. It's just out of this world. That's it for our fall guide to Yosemite. Fall in Yosemite is such a unique time to visit, so if you're planning a trip, I hope this helps you to make the most of it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button for more travel tips. I'll see you in the next video.